Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, All Things Business. I hope you guys had just strapped in and ready to go. Got a good one for you today. If you can, just send out a text real quick to several people that you admire, love, and hopefully want to bless. Today, I've got a great one for you today, so I hope you guys buckle up. And before we get started, if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, please leave comments because we cherish the comments that we get from all of the world. So thank you for listening in today. Today, I'm talking about the tree of life, the tree of life. You know, as I was sitting in my living room looking out at this tree in my backyard, and it dawned on me, the tree of life. Life, it has many chapters and it has many branches like a tree. So first of all, I want to say this. Inside of every seed, there's a tree. We'll say it again. Inside of every seed, there's a tree. And the seed doesn't remain silent for very long because why? It must grow. It takes longer to grow and break through the soil than anything else. Think about the Japanese bamboo tree. It takes 7 years before it pops through the soil and grow, but then it grows so fast in such a short period of time. But it took time for it to bust through the soil. So today we're going to go into the tree of life, and I want to talk about how life is like a tree. First of all, I want to thank Miss Amira Stroud in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you so much, Miss Captain Williams in Sacramento. Thank you so much, Miss Rutherford in Ohio. Thank you so much, and a lot of you from over there over in the UK. Thank you so much for tuning in, as well as over in India. So I want to go into this tonight, and I want to break this down to you. So there's the tree of life. Now, in the tree of life, if you notice, the first thing you see at the bottom is the roots, and the roots is God. Everything starts with God. I don't care how you slice it and dice it. It all starts with God. And for a tree to grow, it needs to be cemented into a strong situation of grabbing onto great soil. And I can't think of any great soil than that, G-O-D. And that is where it starts, with the soil. And if it's planted in good soil, it will flourish. The next thing, besides just having a good soil to be planted in and be nourished in, number two is the nourishment of the soil. The nourishment. Without great nourishment, it would depend on how tall that tree would grow, or how big it would get, or if it would come out anywhere. So it's important to understand you have the good nourishment. So God first, you have to have good nourishment, which is making sure the plant, the soil is solid opportunity to grow. And number three is the root, the trunk. That's you. See, if you're in good soil, with good nourishment, that tree will grow. It'll start off small, and over time, it'll get fatter and bigger because that's your strength from the nourishment that God has given us to be able to have that tree to grow. And the more nourishment you get in the soil, the deeper down the roots go, which means that tree will stand for years, decades. Do you realize there's trees around the world that's been around over 100, 200, 300 years, 500 years? Yeah. Trees been around that long with huge trunks. Why? Because it stood the test of time, because of nourishment and the soil of God. It just flourished like for generation after generation. After the trunk, and after you become fully grown, if you notice, the next thing is the limbs. What does a limb represent? That represents years. And sometimes to get better, we need years of learning, years of training. And then as you grow through the years, what will happen from there? Then the next thing you notice you'll have is the bark. Well, the branches are off of the limbs. The limbs are small. That means you're growing in knowledge. And the more you grow in knowledge of the gifts that God gave you, the thicker that the branch will become. And the branch will become thicker, which means, in essence, it'll have more limbs through the years. And that's why the tree will grow in that way. So first of all, are you planted in good soil? Do you have good roots and getting good nourishment? That will depend upon how thick the trunk will become, and it will depend upon how many limbs you have that will turn into branches. And from the branches, what you have, you'll get the leaves, which is so important, the leaves. Well, what does the leaves represent? The leaves on every tree. As I was sitting here in my living room looking at the tree, that's all the hundreds and tens of thousands of people that you're going to meet in your lifetime. Yeah, all those leaves represent people. Some leaves fall off. Some leaves last a season. Let's face it, there's 4 seasons. Sometimes some leaves don't last the summer. Winter, a bunch of them fall off. Spring, and then fall. They fall. They fall from you for a reason. And as you fall away, have you noticed new leaves come in its position? So in other words, sometimes God will have us close certain doors so we can grow. And next thing you know, the bark is getting thicker, the branches are getting thicker, the tree is getting taller. So let's look at what it takes to grow that tree in your life. You need water. The water is the Holy Spirit. You get water with the Holy Spirit. And if you notice, a tree will grow in the direction of the way the sun is going. What's the sun? The sun is Jesus smiling upon you. And it'll grow in that direction, because as you grow in that direction, you get a lot taller and taller and taller and taller. So sunshine is Jesus smiling down on us, giving us his opinion, his greatness, his blessings. And the water is the Holy Spirit. And I tell people, as I was sitting in my living room, God just downloaded in my brain, like, man, look at that tree. How long has that tree been there? 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and still going and still getting a bigger trunk. That is so powerful to understand. You know, and understand this, as you grow, the moon is direction, the direction. You know, as you look at your life, ask yourself this question: what direction are you moving in? What kind of soil are you in? What kind of nourishment are you getting daily? Because a tree needs to nourish daily. It needs the water, the Holy Spirit. It needs sunshine. It needs Jesus. It needs the moon for direction. It needs to grow. It needs to grow. And I just want to share this with you today. Life is very intentional. Life is very short. You know, a lot of times people always talk about, and life is meant to be lived. I hear people all the day talking about one day I'm going to do this one day. Folks, if I can say anything about today's call, don't be a person talking about one day. The day is now. I remember, I'm not going to say any names. I remember several people around me that I love and were very close to. One day I'm going to do this. One day, Al Thomas. One day. Then one day never came and they passed away. Don't let your one day come and pass away. Don't talk about what you're going to do one day. Start it today, because none of us have a leap on life. Think about it. You don't know. You don't even going to be here tomorrow. So why you keep putting it off? One day. How many years ago did you say that one day thought? 10 years ago? 5 years ago? Days come and go. Yesterday is a council check. Today is cash at hand. Tomorrow is a promissory note. Remember that. Promissory note. It's not promised to anybody. So live every day to its max. Live every day to its fullest. Today I got blessed with spending some time with one of my mentors, and blew me away in what he's doing. And I just said, wow, he's living his life to the maximum. I had to drop him off at the airport. He's off to China. Just spent a few hours with me. And I was so pleased to spend those couple hours. He stretched me like a rubber band, because he's living his very best life now. He doesn't live in the one day moment of one day. Ladies and gentlemen, don't that be you? One day. You know, if you're lucky through the years, look at the tree. Notice how beautiful it is. Notice it's flourishing. Birds coming around it. Do you notice the beauty of the tree? And as I was sitting in my living room that day, I just looked down like, wow, God, I thank you. And I looked at my life as that tree. I saw the branches. I saw the trunk. I saw the decades. I saw the limb representing the years. I saw all the leaves, all the people come in your life. All these years you've been on this face of this earth. Those are the leaves. And if you notice, some will fall away, but some will stick with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say the tree of life is real. You have a life. You are a tree. And you plant it by good water and good soil. It will flourish. You know, you can do this. I want to show you another picture with life without God, life without, look at that. Have you noticed? Without God, the tree dries up. The soil dries up. The roots are going dying. You know, that looks like that tree has no hope. Even the sunshine is gone. Notice birds don't even approach it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 7 left in life, and you pass away. Those 7 people represents completion in the kingdom. But not only that, the 7 not only represent completion, but you're so fortunate if you have 7 family and friends that started in life with you, and as life takes its toll, before you leave the face of this earth, that you have 7 compadres and friends and family that last with you through a lifetime. That tree lived a full life, and that tree is not dead because there's several people still in that person's life to bring it back to life. Love makes the world go round. Love will grow that tree back. We've all seen trees that looked like that, and they got watered, sunshine, and we put more soil there, and the tree came back. Folks, so many people's alive, their tree's dying because they have no idea from where their strength come from. I hope this hits you today. I hope you guys get the value out of this. The first tree of life, and this tree here is also about life. And you're fortunate enough to have 7 people to stick with you through all your life and make it to the end with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this blessed you today. Remember, this is your life, tree of life. Take a little bit of time today or later, just look at a tree and ponder, what does your world look like? Thank you so much for your time today. I hope this blessed you. A tree of life. Take care. God bless. And remember, you're right there. You can build a tree, and your life is so important, and it's not over yet. So live every day to its maximum. Take care. God bless. I hope this bless you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and maybe watch another video that's coming up real shortly. We thank you for your time today. God bless.